It's 2014, and I've been introducing people to the storefront for 14 years. Standing here in the garden today, I look back with real excitement at all that has grown in the past 3 years since Metcalfe has invested in the Eco-Food Hub. From here I can see an energetic group of youth from seed to table, digging potatoes, preparing for the big community festival later this evening. The Bengali women from down the road are just cleaning up from their intensive jam-making session. Preschoolers are discovering how to grow plants in the teaching garden. And something exciting is happening in the greenhouse. I hear lots of laughter and noise. The same folks who have been hanging around the storefront for years are drawn into conversation with one of our new environmental partners. One of the most exciting things for me is to see the curiosity sparked in the people who are coming to the storefront every day. They really want to be part of what's happening in this vibrant community eco-food hub.
Hi, my name is Nosa, and I'm one of the youth ambassadors working on this exciting project. I spend my evenings learning about architecture and adding my input into the Eco-Food Hub because I have big dreams for my community.
Hi there, my name is Paul at Sustainable.to, the architect for this reimagining of the East Scarborough Storefront. The work that the youth have created on this project has, at times, brought me to tears. Yes, they are truly that passionate.
Hi, my name is Ziad, and I'm from Seed to Table, the food education program at the storefront. What's a recipe for a healthy community? Well, Lessons from Seed to Table program have me convinced that one key ingredient is food.
Hi, my name is Zara, and I'm the co-lead on the Community Design Initiative. I'm a big believer in the idea that the best architecture should not only be reserved for the core of cities, but should also enrich communities outside of the core. And did I mention that I think youth should build it?
You know what? The community garden is such a wonderful place where we are growing different cultural background food. We are growing some kind of vegetable fruits. I never knew that before. So here we can exchange our recipe. Isn't it very diverse kind of exchange of ideas and views? So I like that. This is the basic platform where we are growing healthy fruits, vegetables, organic vegetables, where we are not using the chemical things, and that's very important for our health.
In November 2009, I became involved with this inspiring project at the Youth Design Workshop, organized by Storefront and by Architects. My colleague Donald and I were two of the professional architectural guides within a group of more than 40 youth from the East Scarborough community. The enthusiasm and engagement demonstrated by these youth was awe-inspiring. The overarching themes which came through loud and clear were accessibility for all and sustainability now and in the future. In January of 2010, Sustainable.to hired 2 co-op architecture students to help our colleagues from Architects to mentor these youth in the realization of their workshop ideas. It has been rewarding to watch the mentors learn from the youth while the youth learn from the mentors. Zara will call it reciprocal learning. I might simply call it sharing. By April, the youth had developed a comprehensive master plan for the building and for the site, a mosaic of many parts that can be developed one at a time as the funds become available, culminating in the big picture design, a design which maintains flexibility for future growth and renewal. This fall, we are concentrating on the first phases of the mosaic and plan to continue in January with the detailed design for the Eco-Food Hub. Our small works at the storefront have caught the attention of ERA Architects, who are behind the internationally recognized Tower Neighborhood Renewal Project. ERA have noticed that our small work is like a seed planted. It has the potential to grow mighty. The storefront will be a catalyst for citywide community and Tower neighborhood renewal. The Eco-Food Hub, as the name implies, is the centerpiece of this evolving storefront mosaic. we are respecting community-led ideas to rebuild upon the strong foundations that the community have already built at the storefront. We are adhering to the ideal closed-loop agricultural model. Plant, grow, harvest, cook, eat, compost, and do it all over again. And we are realizing this in a tangible form within the framework of the existing storefront. Within this tangible form, there will be opportunities for all members of the community to learn from each other and to help each other in all segments of this loop. As E.B. White said, "On days when warmth is the most important need of the human heart, the kitchen is the place you can find it." It is no stretch to imagine that one day soon, this community, and perhaps the entire city, will be renewed through food.
What I like about Seed to Table is we do lots of things. It's not only cooking, but we also do gardening, goes on field trips and learn new things. I've learned to cook lasagna, like an omelet, a cake. It's good, like I want to go to my happy place.
Food equals healthy communities? That may sound too simple, but in a sense it is that simple, at least as a starting point. Our programs with Seed to Table have created spaces where people can come together to learn and share around food, and that has become a gateway to so many other opportunities. When we first set up cutting boards in the kitchen and compost in the garden at the Scarborough Storefront way back on that warm day in June, we started off not being able to get enough youth to come out. We had 4 or 5 kids, and the ones that were coming were mildly interested in the program and had told us that they were only coming because there was nothing to do after school. Many of these youth also initially expressed that their favorite meals were from the fast food restaurants from down the road, and that they didn't spend much time in the kitchen at home, and that they did not enjoy touching soil or worms. Well, then we began our programming, and after learning with guest chefs, making easy but tasty recipes, being trained to use chef knives, designing planting their own garden, touching soil and worms, they soon began to realize that this was a hands-on experience that they could not get at school or anywhere else. And soon enough, they were bringing their friends, their siblings, as well as their own recipes and stories about the role of food in their families and culture. From a point where we couldn't get enough kids to come out, we were getting too many kids, and we actually had to turn away kids. We now also have kids bringing unfamiliar food that they find at the grocery store to share and discuss with the kids in the class. And parents are also interested in cooking and helping out as well. Some of the older youth have become volunteers and have taken their own initiative to facilitate cooking, gardening, songs, games, dances, and crafts. 3 of our older youth are now working with the Youth Social Enterprise Catering Company in Toronto and have catered 3 large events. And it would be great to see them one day cater right out of the storefront. So we started off as a simple food program and are now becoming an outlet for the community's talents, strengths, and stories.
This is Parmesan cheese, flour here, flour there, Parmesan cheese here, and flour. Sometimes when it's too crowded, it gets crazy and everybody's all over the place. And when you're at the stove, some people come over and just go, my dream kitchen would have 3 big stoves, 2 sinks, drawers full of utensils to use to cook. Well, if we had a new kitchen, it would make me even happier because I get to meet new people and new people that I'm working with, and it just feels good.
I'm an optimist that believes that some of the best designers in the world are almost always the unsuspecting ones. A few years ago, I bumbled into Anne's office, knowing very little about the storefront, and was affronted with a classic, banal city building, a police station at that, and was struggling to reconcile the amazing work of the storefront with the uninspiring space that housed it. The project we've embarked on is a new model of youth engagement. It's a new model of renewal, it's a new model of engaging community with the design world, and it's a new model of city building. The youth we have engaged in this project have been and will be involved in every stage, from concept to the manifestation of the building. The process identifies how youth in a community, not superficially, can engage new models of economic and architectural development in the inner suburbs. As you may have noticed, we are a dynamic group. Through our mentoring process, we have had the privilege of engaging the youth with a vast range of professionals, providing them access and entry to worlds closed off even to most of us, allowing them to explore the possibility that social change can come in unexpected ways, and most importantly, that they have the ability to use design as a tool to change the face of their community. In working so closely with this group, we as professionals are learning more about what we do, how we engage with the world, and the incredible potential of youth in these neighborhoods. The kitchen is the center of our homes, and the Eco Food Hub will translate into a critical centerpiece of this renewal project, where community can gather, entrepreneurship can incubate, and the economy of the community can grow. And the great part of this is that it's a model. It's a model that can work in every inner suburb, in every priority neighborhood, and in a dynamic range of communities. It may not be an 8,000 square foot addition, and it may not be the storefront, but it's a process. And should this process be applied beyond the borders of this community, we could see a new definition of development work through our city's most challenged neighborhoods. And I think that's kind of exciting.
This community feels more like a family more than anything because I feel we have such a strong connection with each other, and just the fact of the involvement of everybody's lives and just the familiar, like we're so familiar with each other. And also I believe the storefront has just helped more with that engagement and getting to know everybody.
Living in this community is great because we're different ethnic groups, different religions, and we all love each other and help each other out in every way.
Well, this community actually means a lot to me because I was born and raised here, and growing up and seeing this police station, this old police station, turn into the East Scarborough Storefront makes a huge difference on the community that once was and what is today. And that it just makes it a lot more vibrant. It gives the community options, and it gives people in this community a chance to actually progress in life.
Hi, my name is Antena Alamu, and I'm one of the 3 youth ambassadors at the storefront.
I'm Ajeev, and I'm a youth ambassador here at the East Scarborough Storefront.
Well, I am Nosa Hario Sage, and I'm a youth ambassador at the East Scarborough Storefront. Community means something different to everyone. To me, community is something beautiful, a place where people of all ethnicity and race can come together as one and live in harmony. It's very strange when after all these things are told to you and you are shown examples of how a perfect community should be and work together, yet life is nothing like that. I believe it can be. That's why I'm involved with the East Scarborough Storefront, and that's why I'm here today. Individually, we may seem powerless, but together we can achieve wonders and truly have that special impact we have set out to accomplish. The Eco Food Hub is something truly magnificent, but it's not something that can be accomplished without the investment of our time, sweat, and money. Our efforts will build something great over a period of time. It won't happen overnight though, which makes our contributions all the more important. This is why I am here, to ask if you will join our efforts into making that greater community, that which is only dreamt of and presented to us in the forms of books and films.